Need nothing.
Happy anniversary to me and you. Hello. Let's get this party started on our anniversary 3 years ago tonight. I look a little overdone for the podcast.
Yeah, what happened?
I don't know. I think our glasses are too much.
These allergies are going to be the death of me.
Alan's suffering.
I'm suffering
from major allergies. I used to have bad allergies until I got pregnant with Emma Kelly 14 years ago. And I ended up in the emergency room. I was having such a bad allergy attack after you moved to Texas. That's the one thing guaranteed in Texas. You move here, you're going to get allergies.
Hello, Albert.
But after my pregnancy, I didn't really suffer anymore. I get occasionally the Claritin.
Hey, Christy Kincaid Norris.
Alan's having a lot of issues.
I'm having a problem, guys.
As is Larry.
Like a big problem.
Our dog Larry is just a walking petri dish of allergen issues.
Well, thanks. Look at all the happy anniversaries.
Thank you. It's our 3-year anniversary. At this point right now, we were dancing.
Oh.
Or they were toasting. There's probably toasting going on right now.
What up, Brooks?
Hey, Brooks.
Hello, Abraham. Michael, Tiffany. Molly,
David.
Oh, Danielle,
Jimmy.
Hector, my man. What? Saying hello to the people filing in.
I can't see that far.
Well, Army 63B, Kelly. Sam I am, my man.
Hey, Sam. You ready to get started so we can dive in?
Oh, God, I can't see. What is happening?
2 martinis at dinner. It's going to be all right.
Albert, my man. My brother.
Thank y'all for being here on our anniversary. What else do y'all have to do?
Well, I'm sure they got other people waiting.
We got some things we need to be doing. Y'all know us.
As long as I can go in the horizontal position. Just lay on my back.
Oh, God. Every woman. Y'all think he's joking. I get that every week.
And Kelly loves being like up. With all just in all your glory.
Can we just not? All right. Let's not go there on my anniversary.
I'll go there.
All right.
Well, I'll go there.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Lou,
Testing 1 2 1 2.
Lou.
Am I good? I don't even see any of my levels moving. They're over there. Okay.
Wait, I didn't even have time to.
To what? To look up something clever?
Yeah. Wilma Fingerdew. Please pick up the red courtesy phone. Wilma Fingerdew.
Is that it? Are we good on levels?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Wilma.
All else spells go to the classic.
Wilma Fingerdew.
All right. Welcome to a Sandwich and Some Lovin' podcast. It's the anniversary episode, not the anniversary of the podcast, but our 3rd wedding anniversary when I record this podcast with my husband, Alan Evans. I'm Kelly Raspberry Evans, by the way.
Hello, Alan. Hey, Trey. In the house.
Yes. So happy anniversary to us, sweetheart.
Happy anniversary, babe.
You know, we could have pre-recorded this on a day that was not our anniversary.
Nope.
We said, no,
No.
we're going to do it on our anniversary because, you know, it's on our calendar. But
That's
yeah,
what
we're
we
so
do.
excited to be here.
Why would we jip the listener?
Right? Well, we could have done this another day.
We could have.
But, you know, what else we got to do? We went to our anniversary dinner. Our reservation was for 5:30 p.m.
Oh.
No, we did not eat at Luby's, as some people might think.
Nothing wrong with Luby's.
Nothing wrong with Luby's.
Nothing wrong with Luby's.
Maybe for our 33rd wedding anniversary.
And nothing wrong with people who eat at 5:30 either.
Well, now that we're one of them. But, you know, I get up very early. And during the week, it's really hard for us to go out and stay out late. And plus, we have this podcast that we want to do with you guys. And like I said, we thought about recording it on another night. We're like, no, let's just do it on our anniversary.
Yeah, and let me pull back the kimono. Let's take a peek behind the kimono, revealing all. This podcast, as I've heard, is an audio medium. Auditorial? How do you say it?
Yeah,
audio medium.
Yeah.
Which means you can't see us.
Well, you can if you watch us record it live on YouTube.
Yeah.
As we tend to do on Wednesday nights during the summer.
We have a live studio audience here in the studio. And they may notice something different about.
Or they may not.
Or they may not. But they may notice something different about.
Because I didn't notice.
Maybe the coloring of
my hair?
Well, your hair and maybe
your
my hair.
Yeah. Alan got a hold
for the first time in my life.
And first he started with his beard. And the other day I did notice that. He came out of the bathroom. I thought, are we planning Halloween early? Are you going as Blackbeard this year? No, he just went through some beard dye and his beard was very black. Now, Alan has a lovely mix of salt and pepper hair. I love it. I don't see anything wrong with it. Gray on me, not so much, but on my husband, it's great. So he did the beard and it was really, really black.
I don't even know why I did it. Just to do it.
Hair.
Just to do it.
Bored.
We're in quarantine again. Why not?
Why not? So then he realizes my black beard is so much darker than my salt and pepper hair on my head. So today he dyes his hair black, and I did not even know.
She had no idea.
I was too consumed with myself because I did my own roots.
Well, my carpet didn't match my curtains.
Well, then the beard dye washed out some. So now you've got a black head of hair and a salt and pepper beard again.
Yeah, but the beard isn't as salt and pepper as
it's not as salt and
pepper
as
usually.
Usually.
I went over to see my mom and dad. They didn't even notice. I was over there an hour, and then my dad finally looked at me and said, "Wait a minute. Your beard's darker." And I said, "Yeah, I colored it."
Well, it's washed out a lot since then.
My mother loved it. She said,
you
"You don't look so tired.
Aww.
You don't look so old and tired."
Aww.
I was like, "Old and tired? Thanks, Mom." But that's what she said.
It is what it is. And every time I think I'm just done, I'm going to go gray. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm over it. I am a natural redhead. I was. But man, I'm just as gray as I can be. And then it starts turning gray and I just can't handle it. It makes me look 20 years older.
So you've got this deep, rich, coppery, chestnut colored hair.
But it looks so natural, right?
And
I do a good job at home. I'll be honest. I do a good job.
And I got this shiny black shoe polish looking Mad Men hair going.
It's fine. I told Alan as we were having our anniversary dinner at 5:30, we're just going to grow old like Lucy and Ricky Ricardo. And I'm going to have that obscene, ridiculous shade of red. And his head's going to be jet black. And it's going to be fine because it's going to be our bit.
Yeah.
It's going to be our bit.
So you think I should keep this bit going?
No.
So you want me going back to salt and pepper?
I like you with salt and pepper. But when we're 80 and you want to go soot black, that's fine.
But here's the deal. I could shave tomorrow, and then the next day it would be salt and pepper. Now the hair is going to be like this for a while. The hair is going to, but you didn't even notice. I mean, it's not that much of a difference.
I didn't.
Just on the sides.
Yeah.
Just on the sides.
You didn't do the top?
Oh, I did the top too.
Oh.
But the size.
He kept trying to get me to notice, and I was just so upset.
No idea.
Well, I was dyeing my own hair today, and then we had a 5:30 dinner reservation, and at 4:45 he still wasn't home. I was like, "Do you know what time it is?" When he comes busting in the house, I wasn't looking at him. I was busy getting myself ready for my big date.
Yeah.
Big date night.
But have we got a podcast for you, good listener?
Do we?
Oh,
what do we got?
Yes. We've got hormonal stuff. We've got letters, which is a big grab bag of great stuff.
Yeah.
And we've got everyone's new favorite segment. Kelly claps back to Alan. A classic was issued this morning, and just so you know,
on our
anniversary, which made it even more intense. And just so you know, this one is rated R. So I know
it's not rated R. It's not rated R. It's PG-13.
I'm gonna read it verbatim, And I know
PG-13.
some of you have chitlins. I don't know why you let them listen, but you let them listen.
It's PG-13.
You may want to turn that part of it down.
It's not that bad.
We'll let the listener
I would let
decide.
my daughter listen to it.
Well,
she is 13.
She is 13.
So there you go. There's your barometer.
That is a fact.
But we do have, I was talking about, I am in full-blown menopause. We talked about it a couple of podcasts ago, and I had some lovely ladies send in some great suggestions for me, and I'm going to share them with other women who might be in the same boat as I am. One woman's not even in menopause. She's only like 30 years old, but she's going through some hormonal issues. Hey, it can happen at any age, apparently. So she had some great suggestions. And also, the climate in our country, we try to stay really lighthearted on here for the most part. We do go into, some issues that get kind of heavy from time to time as far as our personal struggles with raising children, depression, things like that. But I got a letter from a wife of a police officer, and it was so heartbreaking to me. I want to share it with you guys. So I'm going to be getting to that too. So we've got a lot to get to, a short time to get there. So let's get on down the road right now. But before we get started, we are home more than usual these days. Our boss, with, the way things are going, he's like, you're back home. You're going to be working from home until the end of July. So, it's hard to keep a close eye on things all the time. More deliveries, because who isn't online shopping right now? So we're getting more boxes left on our doorstep. And I don't know about you, I'm not checking my doorstep every minute. And so a lot of packages, we're seeing those porch pirates show back again. So with Ring cameras, though, you can keep your home safe no matter where you are, whether you're at home, not really paying attention to what's happening on the front porch, or if you're out doing a necessary run. Ring is on a mission to make neighborhoods safer. They're home security products designed to give you peace of mind 24/7. They've got the video doorbells, which we all love. I can't believe if you don't have one yet, you're the last one in your neighborhood. Also security cameras, smart security lighting, alarm systems. Ring has everything you need to make sure your family and your belongings are safe and secure anytime, anywhere. And with the all-new Ring Video Doorbell 3, you can keep an even closer eye on things than ever before. Video doorbells, answer the door, check in on your home anytime, keep an eye on your doorstep. Speak to delivery people. Tell them, hey, hide the package behind that bush or take it to my neighbors, whatever you need to do. And the smart lighting is what we really appreciate. It brightens up those blind spots and makes sure you always come home to a bright lit house. There's something comforting about the lights being on, and Ring, it has so many more options than just the doorbell camera.
And get a special offer on the Ring Welcome Kit when you go to ring.com/sandwich. The welcome kit includes the Ring Video Doorbell 3 and Chime Pro. It's all you need to start building custom security for your home today. Just go to ring.com/sandwich. That's ring.com/sandwich. Oh, one other thing, babe, that I wanted to talk about. You said you were going to read some letters.
Yeah.
I had 2 encounters with 2 different people this weekend. This week. I don't know. But
it all runs together.
Runs together, yeah. But
it's been since the last podcast.
One encounter made me very, very hopeful and happy. The other encounter made me very, very sad and pessimistic. Mm-hmm. So I thought I would share those 2 stories about these 2 people that I just ran into.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll talk about that too.
All right, we'll start with my hormones. Okay.
Okay.
I am suffering from hot flashes. My memory is pretty shot. I finally went to the doctor after I was on the radio, the Kid Craddock morning show, and we did a break, and it was celebrity birthdays, and we came back from commercial break, and I asked, are we going to do celebrity birthdays? We forgot to do celebrity birthdays, and we had just did them like less than 5 minutes earlier. My brain is just, things aren't firing off on all cylinders. Well, it turns out that's actually a big part of going through menopause. I'm 53. I don't lie about my age. A lot of people in media always lie. You need to appear younger. You appeal. But you know what? I got a 13-year-old kid. I know what's going on with the young people today, but I'm 53 and I own it. I think I look damn good for 53. I look good for 43. So I'm not ashamed of that. although I do dye my gray hair. Okay, so I'm a bit of a hypocrite. Okay,
Me too.
get over it. But I want to talk to you about a couple of letters that some people sent me about hormonal issues, and maybe something that they have experienced can help you as well. Our first listener, Crystal, she said she heard us talking about the hormone changes. Won't say the M word, menopause. She said, but she just turned 30.
Wow.
And let me just read now instead of her. I'll read what she said. Right before my 30th birthday, I decided to remove my birth control after 10 consecutive years. No one, not one doctor, not one nurse, nobody warned me of the effects it was going to have on my hormones. I typically do all my research when I make these types of decisions, but Kelly, I trusted my doctor. Anyways, I spent 2 months riding a hormone roller coaster. I used to have great days every day, and suddenly it was as if I was on an emotional ride. One day, great. The next day, crying, feeling so much anxiety, depression, not to mention the hot flashes. She was only 30. She thought, I'm too young for this. Well, with that being said, I want to tell you about some natural products I took during that time that helped me tremendously. So she's going the natural route, and this is what she found. Life Flow Progesta Care. Life Flow Progesta Care. She said it worked amazing for the hot flashes. Within minutes, they went away. She also said she started taking maca powder, M-A-C-A, maca powder, to help support hormonal balance. There are many brands out there, but I take the Now brand of maca powder. She gave me links to all these things. I also began taking a supplement to support my adrenals. The hormones are produced from the adrenal glands, so it's imperative to support them during this change. And she linked me to Ridgecrest Herbal's Adrenal Fatigue Fighter that she found on Amazon. She said, I've been a listener since the beginning of the podcast. Love you desperately. Although the cause of our changes is different, we're still experiencing the same things. So I felt the need to share with you what I've taken to help me during this roller coaster. Love you. And that's from Crystal. Crystal, thank you. I know a lot of people are looking for natural solutions, and Crystal had some great suggestions. Now, on the other hand,
Krystal or CHR?
It is CRY. CRYSTAL.
CRYSTAL?
Why do you care?
I just was curious.
So Gina also has a whole bunch of other suggestions. And but she did want you to know, Alan.
Gina used to work on the dock.
Yes, she did. Alan, I enjoy you on the podcast, but this is completely
not
about
Gina.
you. This is completely not about you.
Okay.
I'm not even a PB&J sandwich, so I'm not going to pretend I know what episode I was listening to today driving home from my boyfriend's house.
Come on, Gina.
Anyway.
What am I, chopped liver?
When it comes, this is about me.
Yes.
Let it be about me for once.
Yes.
All right. She said, Kelly, your forgetfulness is normal. Normal. I hope you have girlfriends your age, because you should all be having this weird crap going on and discussing it. My 3 best friends and I've discovered, diagnosed, cried, supported over thyroid and general hormonal issues. But we keep getting better thanks to a great OBGYN that we all go to, and drugs and supplements. She said we should all rattle when we walk from the pill bottles. Anyway, she said she wishes I was there. They fixed me up the wine night. I wish I would too, honey. She gives a shout out to Gulfport, downtown Sea Grapes. Go to Sea Grapes if you're in downtown Gulfport. Okay. She said, you're too awesome to feel bad, have hot flashes. So here's what her suggestions are.
Okay.
Get a complete thyroid panel, not just TSH. I don't know what TSH means. I'm hoping everybody else does. She said if TSH is above 3 to 4, hopefully they consider small dose of meds. Don't take that below 10. We don't medicate crap. Most people need to be at a 2. We're all on some dose of thyroid medication for different types of levels. 3, 4, or free. Your brain fog could totally be thyroid levels. Okay, that's one thing. Get your T and E checked. So T, I know, is testosterone. She said that's huge for women our age.
Huge.
If your T is low, you can totally consider replacement. Ours is like 10 or less. We use hormone pellets. I wish there was a better way of dosing, but they are freaking awesome. They go in your hip, hurt like a son of a bitch when they do it, but testosterone's essential for sleep and stamina and focus. Also get your vitamin D checked. It's got to be above 50. Get your DHEA checked. I can't remember the level for that, but it's also a huge sleep help. Also for solid sleep, progesterone at night. So lovely, lovely suggestions from both of these ladies. My doctor, I went to my general practitioner, and he suggested I get estrogen therapy. I have done the pellets in the past. Alan says I didn't give it a full college try. But you know what?
You did not. You did not follow the plan.
I got pellets in my haunch.
Right. And you had all types of different vitamins and supplements you were supposed to take with them.
And they told me I take supplements with them. I'm like,
and what'd you do?
I don't take a lot. I don't take supplements. Well, tons of them.
Okay. So
I can take like one or two.
So they gave you advice and you said, nah, I'm good.
Well, I was like, the pellets should do something, right? I shouldn't have to take all these pills on top of the pellets. That's why I take the pellets so I don't have to take the pills.
Ah.
That's my logic. I get the pellets so I don't have to take the pills.
Okay. I just know a doctor told you to take the supplements. So.
Well, then take the supplements and not the pellets.
That's not how it works.
Oh, anyway. So anyway, thank you so much. That's Gina and Crystal for your helpful suggestions. I know some people want to go the all-natural route. Some people want to get the injections. Who am I to judge what works for you works for you? So I'm going to do my research and see what I can come up with. But right now I found this generic over-the-brand. I got the Walmart Equate brand. My mom I think it's called Estrovert or something of that. Estro something. My mother told me about. It does not have estrogen in it, but apparently it mimics it. And I got that at Walmart, and I take it right before I go to bed. And I think it has been helping with my hot flashes at night. I haven't been waking up as much with hot flashes at night. But like tonight at our dinner, our anniversary dinner, the waitress came, and as soon as she walked away, I was like, I'm having a hot flash. I'm lucky that I don't, I see some women that break out in sweats and they turn beet red. I don't have that experience because I'm not naturally a sweater. Have you noticed? I'm not a real big sweater. I don't sweat.
You don't hardly ever sweat.
Even when I'm like at my biggest workouts, I'm not a big sweater. Is that a good thing? I don't know. But I was like, whew, getting kind of warm in here. But yeah, I need to find something to get me through this phase. Some people told me it can last as much as 10 years.
Get out of here.
Some people have said it never goes away. I'm hoping I'm not one of either of those people. I'm hoping it's just a season of life that passes quickly.
What's the shortest time it can transpire?
No idea.
Do we know?
No idea.
Hopefully you're in that group.
Hopefully, because it's not, I'm sure people have had way worse symptoms than I have.
Yeah.
Mine, I'm very forgetful. I am working on that and the hot flashes. And other than that, the weight gain.
General irritability?
No, I'm always irritable.
Well, good call.
Always.
But you're even more irritable.
You think so? Really?
Yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. No, I'm doing a bit.
Would you take any personal responsibility for that? If you were going to be honest with yourself?
Well, hey.
You think you're going to blame everything? It used to be men can blame everything on your period, right? Now he can blame everything on
because here's the deal.
My hot flashes.
I've been consistently asshole-ish, so that has been consistent.
Right, that's true.
The only thing that's changed has been you're going through the menopause.
Or the fact that, women, it's so cute when you're dating. Yeah, I'm a good sport. I'll do anything. And then when you get married, you're like, I ain't faking it anymore. You're annoying.
What? What am I doing that's so what am I doing that's so annoying?
Well, I used to be a lot more willing to try things and be more adventurous as we were courting, wouldn't you say?
Not really.
You
do a few things.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you went jet skiing one time, went ziplining one time, that doesn't mean you're adventurous.
I was more adventurous, slightly. I was trying to impress you, and it worked. I snagged him. So anyway, that's that. Thank you for those suggestions.
Those are good suggestions, babe. I am not very astute on that subject.
Yeah. You're going to be by the time I'm done with it.
Well, you want to go through some listener mail?
I've been doing that.
Well, I have more. Letters. This one is from Kelsey. Dear Kelly and Alan, I've been listening to some old podcast episodes that I missed when they originally aired. It's a good customer. I just listened to A Sandwich and Some Family Meeting where you laid out your house rules for the family to follow. I thought it was a great idea, and the rules you came up with made complete sense. At the time, you said you would revisit the rules again in 6 months and evaluate how they were going. As far as I know, that never happened.
It didn't.
or if it did, you didn't share it with your podcast family. As a parent myself, I would love to hear the update on that. Thank you so much. Love you both. Kelsey.
It has not happened, Kelsey, and thank you for reminding us. We're in the summer months now, and, this quarantine thing has us so off schedule with everything. We need to sit down and have another family meeting. We're kid-free for a couple of weeks, but that's a good idea to reevaluate. The kids are getting a little bit more mature, and so some of those rules should probably change. We need to revisit that. Thank you for that reminder.
Well, most of if I recall, I don't have the list in front of me, but most of the rules we had were, number one, they were simple things that we thought the kids could do, and they are things that, to my knowledge, they've continued to do.
Right.
One was saying please and thank you. They're not perfect.
They're not perfect.
But they say please and thank you.
And when they do, I acknowledge it.
Yeah. Another was when we're eating, no phones. When we're eating together or the kids are eating with each other, take a break. Take 15 minutes. You're only going to be sitting there for 10 to 15 minutes. Get off your phone.
Yeah, we need to be a little bit more consistent with that.
But they've done.
But overall,
they've done better with that.
Yeah.
Another big one we had was, we have plenty of places to eat downstairs. No taking food unless it's water. No taking food and drinks upstairs. They've been good with that. To my knowledge, nobody's been sneaking any food up there.
But, now they're getting a little bit older. The problem with that is they weren't cleaning up after themselves. If they're up in the media room and they're playing games and they want to eat a bag of chips or something, I don't have a problem with that as long as you clean up your mess afterwards. That was the problem.
Yeah.
So maybe we could test the waters with that again.
Just let them start taking room service. We can start delivering room service up there.
No, they can. If they want to take a snack or something up there, that's fine as long as they clean up after themselves. I don't have a problem with that, really.
Yeah. So I guess the long and short of it is we haven't done an update, I guess, because they've been kind of doing what they're supposed to. The laundry thing is still a little nebulous.
Yeah.
I think we had you got to have your laundry down here at 6 p.m. or it ain't going to get done. And that I don't think we followed up on that
one. Well, the problem with that is we haven't had the school issue. So there is not, like, Emma Kelly doesn't need something last minute for school the next day because she hasn't been in school for months.
Mm-hmm.
So that hasn't really been an issue. It has been like when it's time for her to go back to her dad's and I'm like, go pack a bag. And she says, all my clothes are dirty because you know how teenage girls are. They put it on their bodies for 5 minutes and it goes in the dirty clothes basket. And only one time, and I said, I'm not doing this again. Her dad was coming to pick her up, and I was like, she doesn't have anything. So we sent the entire dirty laundry over to her dad's house. And I know what that means. Her stepmom's doing it, and that's not cool. I don't want her to think that this is a normal thing. So that's the only thing. I don't want to be sending dirty laundry over there. So you're right. Thanks for holding our feet to the fire on that.
Okay. Let's do another one. This letter is from our number one fan, Andrea.
Yes, Andrea, you are.
Or Andrea, if you're fancy.
Or Andrea.
Andrea says, hello, Kelly and Alan. First of all, let me start by telling you that I am a self-proclaimed oaked barbecue sandwich.
You are.
I've been listening to the podcast since day one.
Thank you.
And they are the highlight of my week. I think I've never laughed harder than today on some ornery Alan while driving. Everyone on the road must have thought I was crazy. You guys cracked me up. I've listened to you from Fishers, Indiana.
Oh.
Okay. Fishers, Indiana. Indiana. The Hoosier State.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
Sounds right.
Indiana's the Hoosier State, right?
I think so.
No, it's not the Sooner State. You guys make a great couple, and I love how you both get along. I love the blended family you've created, pups included. Missing Brooke lately. Alan, you are a great dad, and whatever's going on with her, I pray that it passes soon. I lived in Aiken, South Carolina for 11 years, and I've been a fan of the morning show since then. I moved to Indiana almost a year ago and continue to listen to the show on iHeartRadio. XOXOXO, your number one fan, Andrea.
Thank you, Andrea. Honey, can you do me a favor while we're pausing between letters? Can you hit the ceiling fan button so I can turn it on? I'm having a hot flash.
Okay.
Yeah, we just have to do that. No, thank you. We do get a lot of people who comment on our teenager situation, and we do appreciate everybody asking. It's kind of a delicate subject that we're trying to be respectful of right now. But
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it sometime. It's like Kelly said, it's just one of those things that, we'd love to have everybody here, but that's just not the way it is right now. So
Yeah.
it'll be that way again someday, hopefully. But we'll talk about it. I think there'll be a time where we can and we can we can address that.
And I get people are curious. I'm curious. I want to know everything about everybody. I just like to know stuff.
Yeah.
And I get that, but sometimes, it's not just about us and what we want to talk about. So we'll leave that at that. But thank you all. We appreciate prayers. Anybody parenting teenagers needs lots of prayers.
Okay, here is another one from Claire. Claire says, "Hi, Kelly and Alan. Feel free to read on the podcast." Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. I'm a fellow DFW Texan, and I've been listening to the morning show every day since kinder. I'm now a junior in high school. Wow, young listener. Mm-hmm. So all that menopause stuff, she had no idea.
But it's coming, and she'll be well informed.
Okay. When I first heard y'all were starting a podcast, I'm not going to lie, I was a little hesitant to listen to a podcast since I had never listened to one. But after the very first episode, I was hooked.
Thank you.
I've been listening since day one, and I haven't missed an episode yet. I always look forward to the day a new podcast comes out. I just wanted to let you know I just wanted to say thank you for putting so much hard work in and creating such positive content. I truly look up to both of y'all and wanted to let you guys know your work doesn't go unnoticed. Much love and sandwiches, Claire.
Thank you, Claire.
That was I love
so
me letter.
Nice.
Thank you, Claire. Those are nice.
Good for our ego.
A little warm fuzzy every once in a while. Offset them cold pricklies we get sometimes.
Have you gotten many complaint letters lately?
I know. Most have been very positive. Okay, this next one is from, as I have a miniature schnauzer licking my elbow incessantly right now.
She's going crazy.
I mean, she's
licking Alan's elbow.
I mean, it's like,
Zoe, what are you doing?
Good night.
Zoe, she's obsessed. She's licking his arm crazy.
She knows who.
Do you dip your elbow in beef?
In sardine oil? She knows who Alpha is. Okay, this next one is from Michelle in South Louisiana. She says, "I'm listening to the latest podcast and the Kelly claps back segment. I just have to say, hashtag Team Kelly."
Thank you.
Whatever, Michelle. By the way, I'm your very best customer. I've listened to all the podcasts, follow all your social media accounts, and have been a faithful listener of the Kidcratic Morning Show, nationally syndicated, since 2002.
Thank you.
I love listening to y'all and look forward to the podcast every week. Keep up the great work. Have a great circus and save the baby ducks.
That's Kidcratic in the Morning Show.
I don't know what that is.
I know, because you didn't listen to the Kidcratic Morning Show when all that was happening.
Okay.
Save the baby ducks.
I did not
Have a good circus.
I did not know that.
That's a OG listener right there.
Okay, we're flying through these, babe. Here's another one. This one
is. Got some Kelly. He's got a Kelly's clapback coming up.
Oh,
so
yeah. I do. Yeah.
And I was.
Yeah.
He whenever let me just say. Okay, I'll wait.
You don't get to say anything.
But
this is Kelly's claps back.
No, I'll just say when you're making notes, because you're like, he lets me know. Oh, this is going in the Kelly's claps backs. And he gets out his phone and he types them. But as he's typing, he speaks it out loud. So I already know what he's going to say. Okay, this next one is from Sarah with an H. Sarah says, let's see, emoji laughing crying. Y'all, I think this is my favorite bit y'all do. Which one? Well, the subject is Kelly claps back. Too funny. Kelly claps back and corrects. I love it when Kelly gets worked up. And even add Rantberry. I love y'all. I've been listening to Kelly for 17 years. Wow, that's since like 1651. And the podcast from the beginning. Y'all bring a lot of happiness and laughs to my life, and I love hearing your stories. I feel like we're old friends. Keep up the amazing work. Sarah with an H. All right, Sarah with an H. Okay. Are you going to do this clap back or what? Yeah, we're going to get through some of our. People send us these letters because they want to be read. Okay. Well, I still have to read that long one too. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, here, let's see. Here's a short one. This one is from Amanda, not Amanda Evans Wittenberg, my sister. This is a different Amanda. Subject is devastated. Uh-oh. Yes. What did we do? Devastated.
is the only word I can find to describe how I feel.
Oh, no.
That you are going to only be doing
No.
one podcast a week. I'm not sure how I'll make it. Seriously, though, who do I need to call? I can be a Karen. Your very best customer, Amanda. Amanda, you can call 1-800-BOSSMAN-GEORGE.
It's just for the summer, I promise.
And 1-800-El Presidente Sean.
It's just for the summer.
Well, Kelly, do you think, hey, let me run something by you. This is Sean Nunn. Do you think Alan would be okay? I know it makes no difference whether he cares or not, but could you just, as a courtesy, run it by him and see if he would be okay with one podcast a week? This is Sean Nunn.
That's good.
Is that a good one?
That's good. You didn't even warm up.
it probably.
And now what would Boss Man George say?
He just. One podcast.
I promise.
Let's go get sushi.
We'll be back to 2 before you know it.
Let's go get sushi.
But thank you. That's very sweet of you. I mean, you know what? If I had my way, we'd do 5 podcasts a week.
Well, then
why not?
Well, then that would be a radio show.
That would be.
Okay, here's.
And we could do that. I mean, I guess we technically could. Man, that'd be a lot.
Okay.
You know, I have Love Letters to Kelly, the podcast as well.
Yes.
So I've got that, the Kid Craddock Morning Show, Sandwiches from Lovin. It's a lot, but love being part of this community. So it's a lot of fun.
Yes. Another letter. This one's from Haley. Haley says, "Hey y'all, hope all is well. I'm a first grade teacher. All right, I'm a teacher and a faithful listener from Rome, Georgia. Georgia. We had Louisiana in the house, Indiana in the house, Georgia in the house.
I lived in Marietta, Georgia for a hot minute.
I lived in North Atlanta, DeKalb County. I was catching up on the podcast. I heard y'all mention a back stretcher y'all love in your Father's Day gift segment. This is a good gift for anybody, though, at any time. We also have a neck hammock, which my husband hates. Also, an inversion table, an acupressure mat. Highly recommended if you don't have it.
Ooh, that's with all the little things that stick in you when you lie on it.
Oofa. I've looked on Amazon at the back stretchers, and I'm seeing quite a few, but with some mixed reviews. I was hoping you could recommend the one you've enjoyed so much.
That's Alan. I don't know which one you ordered. They're all so similar.
You have an Amazon store.
I put one on my Amazon
Did you put it on your Amazon store?
And I'm not 100% sure it is the same one Alan got because he ordered that and then told me about it.
Why don't you give us the link to your Amazon store?
Well, you just go to amazon.com/shop/Kelly Raspberry, and it's like a quote unquote store. Honestly, if you buy something through that link, I get a few pennies. It's not like I'm trying to retire on it, but people just are always asking, what is that anxiety medication you take? What is that back stretcher? What is that clothes steamer? Things we talk about. So I went and found them on Amazon and made a link just to make it easy for people to find stuff. And seriously, I think the biggest check I've ever gotten was like during Christmas, and it was like for $20 or something. So it's not a big money maker.
Where's that $20? I never saw that $20.
No. It's not a big money maker, but it was like a good landing.
Peeling off a little bit over on the side.
It was like a good landing spot for me to send people to find the things we talk about if they have them on Amazon. But this back stretcher Alan got, they're all pretty much the same.
They are, yeah.
And the neck hammock is the exact one that I linked. And as Alan, our listener just said, her husband didn't like it.
I didn't care for it.
It's not really doing what we hoped.
No.
You know how sometimes I tell Alan, I just feel like I want somebody to pull my head out of my shoulders, my neck out of my shoulders. You know that feeling? You just want somebody to stretch you. And that's what the neck hammock is supposed to do. But we're not getting that. We're not really loving that as much as we thought we would. The back stretcher, yeah. All it is a piece of plastic that has 3 levels of height to it, 1, 2, and 3. 3 being the most extreme. I started off on 1, and honestly, it hurt. My back was so unflexible. But then, you have to learn to breathe and lie into it, just give into it. And, so that's for me. Alan's on it too. His sister, Amanda, had never laid on this back stretcher in her life. She immediately went to the 3. I could not believe
she's like, what's the big
how
deal?
flexible, and it didn't bother her at all. So everybody has different degrees of flexibility, but we enjoyed it. It wasn't that expensive.
No, it was only like $20. But when you finish doing it, you do it like at 5 minutes.
Yeah, you have to build up your tolerance for it.
And you stand up. It's just like your back is warm, and you feel like you're standing up straight. And I swear I feel like 5 inches taller.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I do it, I'll get that half inch back I lost.
I need every inch I can get.
You do. So anyway, because the taller you are, the more petite I look, baby.
There you go. Another, while we're doing a little hashtag product reviews here, I fell down on the job so bad. I posted, you and I tried these orthopedic pillows. This is not an ad, but they're called Sutera orthopedic pillows. And I was going to post on my social media, on my Instagram, @thealonzo1971, that I was going to do a review, and I have totally forgot about doing that. So for those of you who are interested, I love these pillows. It's an orthopedic pillow that puts your neck and arms in the right position if you sleep on your back or you sleep on your side. And it's been a game changer for me.
And he also got one for me. And let me just
Kelly
I don't like it.
Kelly didn't care.
So it worked for Alan, did not work for me. So, it just depends. Everybody's different. I'm a side sleeper, and I was always, it just did not work for me. I kept moving the pillow, shifting in the night, and it just wasn't working. But Alan loves it.
But the brand is Sutera for those of you who are interested. Okay, we got, how about one more, and then you want me to do Kelly Claps Back, or are you going to do that?
You can do Kelly's Claps Back, and then we can maybe end on this.
Okay. Here's another one from Jenny with an I. Hi, Kelly and Alan. I was just listening to your recent podcast and your passion for the Orange Vanilla Coke Zero, and that piqued my interest.
Good luck finding them.
I Googled and found this for you. There's a link to Coca-Cola's product locator. I know you are close by, but you can also change your zip code, and thanks for all the laughs you've been giving us. I hope to run into you around town. So I did do this, Jenny. I went to the product locator. I put in my zip code. It showed me a QT gas station, a Kroger, and a Tom Thumb. I checked all 3 places and could not find an Orange Vanilla Coke Zero.
We don't know what's happening. I was like, are they getting ready to relaunch them? Are they trying to, how like Jack in the Box did that chicken sandwich, and they were trying, they pulled it and they put it back on to build up excitement. Alan loves, this is not for me. I've never even tried an Orange Vanilla Coke Zero. Alan loves them.
I did.
And somebody suggested, well, just go online and order them. And I told Alan, no, because the Kroger where I shop, I said, you can put them in your cart, but they don't have them in stock. So what's going to happen if you ever ordered groceries online, you'll get your groceries and they just won't include what you ordered and take it off your bill. So that's what happened. But we can't find the dang things. We don't know where they are.
What's
happened?
I've stopped in a few convenience stores and they sell them singles.
Yeah.
So I can buy singles.
But you can't buy
I want a case.
Yeah. Can't find them anywhere. We've been everywhere. So I don't know who we have to talk to at the Coke company, but there's something going on. Alan said, well, maybe they weren't that popular. I was like, no, they were popular. People love those.
It's kind of a niche type of flavor, though.
I don't know. I didn't try it. I don't even know.
I mean, when your favorite soft drink flavor has like 5 names, it's like Orange
Vanilla
Coke Zero.
Orange Vanilla Coke Zero.
Yeah.
No,
whatever.
Diet. You like Diet Orange Vanilla Coke Zero.
No, it's not Diet. It's Zero.
Oh, that's right. So it's not Diet. It's Orange Vanilla Coke Zero. Anyway.
Oh, I swear to God, there's a dog doing something
It's
out there.
fine.
Oh, she's got her toy.
Her.
Okay.
Yes.
She just attacked her white gibbon with the rainbow mohawk. Okay, here's a bit we're going to do, and we've done this a few times. It's been very popular. It's called Kelly Claps Back, parentheses, to Alan. Because, if you've listened to this podcast, and I've gotten letters, I've gotten DMs.
He sees all of it.
Oh, I see everything. I see everything. Even if I don't respond, I see everything.
And I don't know how to check the email, so I don't know.
And it typically goes like this. I'll have a Karen listener contact me, and she'll say, Alan, you need to be nicer to Kelly.
And I love you, Karen.
You need to be nicer to Kelly on the podcast.
That's right.
So rude to her. Let her finish her stories. Let me tell you something. I've been listening to Kelly. I've been listening to her since 1590.
Right. Okay. Right. When you do that, it makes me old, Alan.
Okay, since 1651. I've been listening to her that long, from kindergarten to college. Okay, and you need to be nicer to her. Okay. So,
agreed.
Okay, so I hear this. I'm like, you know what? If people knew what you say to me here in this house, they would be
horrified,
mortified,
or be like, yeah, Kelly. Yeah.
So I started recording in my trusty Notes app on my phone the interaction between Kelly and I. Here's another example.
Fresh from today.
Today's
our third anniversary.
Today is our anniversary. Today is the anniversary of our marriage. 3 years. Okay, so Alan, I'm going to set the scene for you. Kelly and I are here by ourselves. Us and the dogs. And this morning, after Kelly gets off the air, we're doing some puttering around and, what have you. We're doing some stuff here at the house. Alan informs Kelly, as he does sometimes, that he needs to go do a little paperwork.
It's an announcement.
Yes.
He's going to the bathroom.
Yes. Hey, babe, I'm going to go do a little paperwork. I'm going to take care of some paperwork.
So that means when he announces he's going to the bathroom, you know what that means, ladies. He's going to be a while.
Or I'm going to send a telegram to Washington, D.C. Something like that. Okay? I get out of the bathroom, and I was curious what my sweet wife was doing because it's our anniversary. So I don't hear her, but then I hear some rustling paper, and I walk down the hall, and I turn the corner, and I kind of peek around the corner, and I'm like, oh, hey, babe. Oh, babe.
Yeah.
And she was wrapping a present.
Yeah.
Okay, she was wrapping a present. And
Your
I'm like,
anniversary present.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh.
You're like, oh,
yeah,
babe.
no, I was like, oh, hey, babe. Oh. And she looks over at me.
No, you were not.
Over the top of her glasses. Looks at me kind of up and down. She goes, what? I thought you were going to be shitting a little longer.
Right? Because you were acting like you were mad at me.
I thought you were going to be shitting a little longer.
I thought you were shitting longer. He kept us around the corner.
No, I just told the story. I just told the story.
Listen to me. I thought I had at least 10 minutes. Because you know how men are. They get
How
there.
are men? How are men?
You know
how
men
are
are.
Men?
You get in there and you're not just going to the bathroom. You're checking email. You're doing all this stuff. I figured I had a good 10 minutes. And I had to get his present wrapped. So I went and really quickly grabbed his present. I went to the dining room. I'm wrapping it. And I heard him come out. I'm like, oh, he's already done? And so he comes around the corner. He's like, what you... Oh, babe. Like, I disappointed him. Like, oh, babe, why else would I respond like that? I was like, well, I thought you were going to be shitting longer. That's what happened.
That's the same story.
That's what happened.
The same story I told.
It's all about the inflection.
Except you're misrepresenting me.
It's all about the inflection. You're like, oh, babe. No. Like, you were disappointed that I was wrapping your present. No, I was disappointed you didn't take longer in the bathroom.
I was happy to see you. It was our anniversary.
That's such a lie.
No. Yeah.
So that's what happened.
So there you go. There's Kelly's clap back for this week.
Why did you suddenly decide to be Minuteman?
I'm always Minuteman.
No, you're not.
Oh, I am so. I am so Minuteman.
You text family. We're on the family group text when he's taking a dump.
No, that's a true
story.
We're
all like, yes, he's posting, going through photos.
Yeah, I do that too.
You're in there for at minimum 10 minutes.
Oh, I've got such a great bit that drives my sister insane. Okay, so Zoe has to go. She's like
tacky. She's like, not do this.
She's like Larry is to you. Zoe, I can't go anywhere without Zoe being on my heel.
You know how dogs want to follow you to the bathroom.
So if I go in the bathroom and shut the door, she'll scratch at the door. So I let her in. She's trained me to let her into the bathroom. I'll be sitting there doing some paperwork. And she'll sit right in front of me.
Because you're going to be there for a while.
And just look at me. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there looking down at her. And I'm like, what are you looking at? And she'll just look at me. So I took a picture of her. Now, the picture, you can see my knees. And my sister.
And?
Well, you can see my underwear.
Yeah, Alan, he's a laugh riot on the family group text. These are texts he sends to his mother.
So my sister the other day, we're going back and forth about whose dog is trained better, Pete the Pekingese, or
who bit me,
or Zoe, and she said something like, "Oh, Pete can come when called too." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, but can Pete do this?" And then I sent her a picture of Zoe sitting in front of me watching me do paperwork.
With your underwear to your knees.
She didn't text me for a week.
No. No family member wants to see that. I don't even want to see that. I'm married to you.
Well, hey, what can I say?
But that's what you're missing out on the Evans family group text, if anybody's wondering.
It's a great place. I love it. Me and my dad love it.
Your dad didn't even comment on that.
Because he knows he can't. If he does, then my mom will get mad at him.
Because she's disgusted.
Oh, yes. Well, not disgusted. She's just like, I didn't. This is not the young man I raised.
No, it's
this
not.
This is not the young man I raised.
But it's apparently the man I married.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
This is our anniversary.
It is our anniversary.
You can't say that.
It is. Happy anniversary, honey.
Oh, boy.
All right, look. Before I get into this letter, which is honestly very serious, and I want to read it because this woman poured out her heart to me, and I feel like I need to share that. But you know what? It is hot. Alan and I were just talking about how hot it is, and I don't know what's wrong with me. My feet keep swelling, and my legs keep swelling. I even asked my doctor about it. He said it's just because it's so hot this summer. But I still want to look cute, and wearing these high heels with the straps, it's just not happening for me. So I'll tell you how you can look cute even when your feet are all swollen up and when it's 1,000,000 degrees outside and you don't feel like you want to cut off your feet at the ankles because they hurt so bad. Rafis. Yes. Rafis flats are here to brighten your day. They've got comfortable, washable, sustainable products. Yes, and now Rafis makes bags too, which I was really excited to see when I checked out their website. And these are all carefully crafted, eco-friendly materials, repurposed plastic water bottles and marine plastic that were meant for the ocean. They're making them into beautiful flats and handbags that you will love. I love that there's 0 break-in period. They're comfortable from the minute you put them on. And the fact that if you get them really messed up, because, you never know what you're stepping in or, just when you're out in the, whatever, that you just need to refresh. You can throw your Rafis in the washing machine, and it's like getting a brand new pair every time. And I also love that Rafis are continuously evolving. Not only are they offering new colors and prints and patterns, they're offering new styles too. Rafis are just exploding. And I'll tell you, I love hearing from people that say, Kelly, I heard you talk about Rafis so many times. I finally got a pair and wow, I wish I'd known about them sooner. And now they're like Rafis converts. Once you get one pair of Rafis, you're going to want more and more and more. They make great gifts for someone you love. They have free shipping, free returns. I know with the Rafis Point, my first pair, I found out I needed to go up half a size and it was a no hassle return and exchange policy. I'll tell you, once you try Rafis, you're never going to go back.
You can check out all the amazing shoes and bags available right now at Rafis.com/sandwich. That's Rafis.com, ROTHS.com/sandwich. Style and sustainability meet to create your new favorites. Head to Rafis.com/sandwich today.
Do that.
Love Rafis.
All right. So we've had fun on this podcast. Thank you all for writing in and for joining us. We are doing the podcast once a week just for the summer. We're going to get back to our twice a week routine when life gets a little bit more back to normal. We get to more of a routine. But I got a letter actually in my personal messages on Facebook. And you know how Facebook, if you're not friends with someone, technically, I like to think I'm friends with everyone, but it goes to there's like this secret message file. Do you know about that? You have to. It's like,
man, I manage.
It's so crazy.
4 or 5 different Facebooks.
Yeah,
that's
so there's
hard.
like this this secret stash of messages that people send
a
you
lot of them.
who aren't technically your friends on Facebook. And so I tend to miss a lot of messages, and I hate that because sometimes really important messages slip through the cracks and I find them way too late. And now Facebook has changed. I love when they do these updates to make everybody happy, and it's like, I can't find anything. But I think I was meant to find this letter from, I'll just call her name is Krista. I won't say her last name. But I thought what she had to say was really, really important. And I know there's a lot going on in this country right now. Tempers and everybody's mad. Everybody's angry. Emotions are high. And whatever you're doing, you feel like you're so righteous in your opinion and everybody else is wrong, and they feel the same way about you and your opinion when it comes to masks or marches or anything, right? And just like, I work in the radio industry. There are some really bad people in the radio industry, but there's some really great people too. Exactly. There are bad apples everywhere. In the banking industry, in the military, in the medical system, and there are bad people in the police force. That's a fact. There's just, no matter what walk of life. But I believe the majority of our men and women in the police force are good people who join for the right reasons, and everybody's been being painted with this huge brush, and it's not fair. It's not right. Changes absolutely need to be made. I think in some of the training, there are other ways, this knee on the neck thing, I think that was bad training. And there are other ways. So let's get to that point. But in the meantime, there are a lot of officers' families who are suffering in this climate right now. So anyway, I'm going to read this letter from Krista, and I just want us to hear what she has to say, because she's broken at this point, and I think she speaks for a lot of spouses of our police officers. She said, I don't really know why I'm writing you other than maybe to give you another perspective. I don't know who else to turn to at this point. I'm the wife of a police officer. My husband is the greatest person I know and the most anti-racist person I know. He has spent most of his career in a predominantly Black part of town, so the interactions he has, good and bad, are mostly with Black people. My husband has a reputation around his department and the area he works as being the cool cop. He'll have to take someone to jail, but he gives them a pep talk on the way there. And the suspect ends up thanking my husband for being so cool. My husband once took someone to jail for possession of heroin, but after he got out of jail, he mentored him for 2 years, and he stayed clean during that time. He remains in touch with this man and his mother to this day. My husband once found a girl who'd been kicked out of her home and had no place to stay. It was freezing cold outside. He called the manager of a gym, because all the homeless shelters were full, and asked if he could get her in so she could have a warm place to stay and a shower before work. He then went to Walmart and bought her a coat and gift cards for Subway so she could eat. He fills up gas tanks all the time, changes tires all the time, buys meals for almost every shift for someone. Almost 0% of the people he's doing this stuff for are white, but my husband is. My husband and I are both outraged at what that Minnesota police officer did to George Floyd. It's horrific and inexcusable. There is racism in this country, 100%. I don't believe it starts and ends with cops. I believe it starts at home with our kids and what we teach them. Obviously, there are horrible cops, but my husband is not one of them, and neither are the majority of the cops out there. And now it's become acceptable for people to hate cops because they wear a badge, and I can't for the life of me understand how that's okay. We have a daughter who wants to grow up and be a police officer just like her daddy, and that terrifies me. Tonight, my daughter, who is 11, said to me, I'm a little scared that if daddy goes to work, someone will try to set him on fire or throw bleach on him. I couldn't even honestly tell her that nobody would do that because someone might. I couldn't tell her that someone won't throw bleach or fireworks on him because it happened the night before to other officers. It might happen to him. All I could do is hold her hand and tell her we just have to pray for them. As a police wife, I feel very alone. I feel like nobody wants to associate with me or my family. I feel like if anyone at the grocery store knows that we are a police family, then we are in danger. I haven't slept in a week. I'm worried for my daughter. I'm scared for my husband, who is a good, good man. I hope that sheds some light. Maybe I'm selfish for bringing it up, but check on police families. We are not okay. And my heart just breaks for the good people on both sides who are hurting. You know, people who don't deserve the way they are treated by police officers, and the good police officers who are being put into that same category with the bad ones.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame what this country is going through right now. It is disheartening, and I don't see the resolution of this. I don't know where it's going. There's so many hurt people on both sides, and hurt people, and it's this like cycle. And you know, what's the solution to all of it, Alan?
Well, the solution is bigger than you or I, but I know that a lot of the hurt on both sides, from what I've observed, seen, heard, it's because people are painting people with broad brushes.
Yeah.
You know, and that letter, I guess, is a good example, and it's being done to the other side too, who disagrees with the police.
Right.
So, you know, it's like she said, it's a deeper thing than somebody saying, hey, we can fix this with a politician, or we can fix this with training. It's deeper. It's what she mentioned. It starts at home. It starts at home, and how people are taught as they're brought up to deal with other people, and how you don't paint people with broad brushes.
Yeah.
Because when you paint a big group of people with one brush, it's called stereotyping, right?
Well, my heart broke for Krista, and thank you for reaching out. And I pray for our police officers. I pray for the victims of police brutality. I pray for this country. I pray, and everybody. I don't care what side of politics you are on. You should be praying for our president. I mean, I prayed for the last one. I prayed for this one. I'll pray for the next one, because that's who we got. That's who you've got. And so you've got to pray. What else are you going to do? Who else can you count on?
Yeah.
So anyway, to end on that note, I am sorry. So I will end on this note. Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary, babe. Here, we'll end on a little more positive note, though, that I can kind of tie into what you just talked about. So I said at the beginning of the podcast, I talked about this. I just want to do it real quick. So I was out this week, and two things happened.
Oh, yes. You wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, two things happened to me. One just made me shake my head and think, good gosh, what
do the negative one first and end it on a positive note.
What is happening? The other made me think, wow, there are just good people around still. I'll start with the
yeah, because we don't want it on negative.
Yeah, I'll start with the bad one. So I took my boys to Chili's the other day, and they love Chili's.
Our kids.
Good.
Listen.
Good. Oh.
It doesn't matter. They want Chili's.
If they go to a sit-down restaurant, they want Chili's. If they want fast food, they want Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to Chili's. I took the boys, and I went in there, and I had a ball cap on. And I wear ball caps a lot when I'm not, just bumming around or just hanging out with the boys. I have a ball cap that's gray, and it has an American flag on the front of it. Okay.
And this thing is an old hat.
Oh, gosh.
I mean, the flag, it's like a stitch on when it's starting to kind of come up a little bit. But Alan loves his hat. It's a really great hat.
Yeah, I wear it when I'm working in the yard or in the pool. It's just one of my hats in my rotation, So I was wearing that one that day, and I was sitting there with the boys, and the waiter comes up, and he greeted us, and he says, "Hey, I really like your hat." And I said, "Well, thanks. It's just an old beat up hat." He goes, "Well, you mind if I tell you a quick story about something that happened to me?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And he said, "I was waiting on a table the other day, and they were telling me that they believe that the American flag is a symbol of hatred." And I was floored. I said, "They said that?" And he said, "Yeah." And he said, I'm working here. I can't really get in a big debate with him about it. But he said, I just had to leave. I had to leave. So when I saw you wear your hat with the American flag, it made me feel good. And he didn't tell me anything about the details. I didn't ask either. He just
said he was disheartened.
Yeah, he said he was disheartened, and that's what happened. And I said, well, I really hope that they don't truly believe that, and that's where things.
Some people do.
Yeah, and that's where things are going.
Some people do.
But that happened. But then I think it was even that very same day. I went to Home Depot by myself, and I got one of those big flat carts. And Kelly and I wanted this big tall plant that we have now in our living room, and it's about 6 feet tall. And I loaded it up on this flat cart, and I had some other items. I had a cushion for a chair we bought outside, and a bunch of little miscellaneous stuff. And I had just set it out on the cart. Well, when I was leaving Home Depot and I was pushing the cart out into the street, or where the cars go back and forth in front of Home Depot, the wind was blowing, babe, literally 40 miles an hour. I don't know what was going on. There was like a dust storm last week.
It's been crazy with the wind.
Yeah. So it knocks the tree off the cart. The cushion goes flying 50 yards away. My stuff is scattered all over the street. And the cars are now stopping, waiting, and they're looking at me like, look
at this bozo.
Yeah, what are you doing, clown? Like, why?
We got somewhere to go.
Yeah, right. Well, it's so windy that I have to put a knee on the cart just to hold it still, and I'm trying to lift the tree back up on the cart, and I can hardly do it. And I can't reach the other stuff, and I'm just kind of scrambling around. I'm getting stressed because I'm panicking because everyone's like waiting on me. Well, this guy, he had a mask on. I had my mask on, but he came running. He came running over. He goes, hey man, can I help you? And I said, well,
you want it. Your instinct is to say, no, I got it. That's all of our instincts. But take the help when somebody offers.
So yeah, I said, well, he goes, let me go get your cushion. So he ran like 50 yards away and grabbed the cushion and all the other stuff that had scattered around the parking lot, essentially. He picked it all up. And it was like a 95-degree day. He ran back and he helped me. He put it on the cart and he says, do you need help putting all this in your car? And I said, dude, thank you so much. I said, I think I can get it from here, but I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. And I wish there was something I could help you with right now. Mm-hmm. And he goes, dude, don't mention it. I'm just helping out.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do.
And then he went into Home Depot, and from there I had to kind of cover the stuff and kind of slowly push the cart to my car while I loaded it up. I was just thinking, he didn't have to do that. He could have just watched me struggle and gone into Home Depot and gone about his rat killing. But he stopped. And he's helped another dude who needed help. Yeah. That's the kind of people we need more of. People who are just willing to stop and help other people.
Cognizant, of your surroundings. I think so many people are so focused, and I'm guilty of that too. You're I'm trying to get from point A to point B because I got to be at point C in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But when you see an opportunity, it's really nice to help. But this is our last podcast going into the 4th of July holiday, and we just want to wish everybody a happy and safe holiday weekend, 4th of July weekend.
Yep.
All of our plans we had gone because we're back into more of a lockdown quarantine situation. We would be getting ready, packing up to go to Mexico. Oh, that's where we were going to celebrate.
I'd have ladies bouncing quarters off my abs.
Yeah, right.
And be rolling around in a Speedo. And you'd be rolling around in a T-back. And
yeah, that's how I roll. In a tea bag. But so we had to cancel Mexico. And then we decided when things started looking better, well, let's throw a big 4th of July party at our house. And then it's we need to cancel that too. So Alan and I are just going to be looking at each other in the swimming pool, I guess.
Well, I don't know if we'll be looking at each other. I'll be in a floaty with a Miller Lite.
Well, I'll be looking at you.
Looking at the sky.
And that's how we're going to be celebrating the 4th. But of course, it is our country's Independence Day. And God bless America. We're very proud to be American citizens. America is in a bit of a turmoil right now, but with faith, we're going to come out to the other side, and hopefully we'll all be stronger because of it. But y'all have a safe and happy holiday, and we'll be back next week with another podcast.
All right, babe. Well, this was fun. Love you desperately.
I love you.
I love our anniversary. I loved our wedding very, very desperately.
Gosh, best wedding ever.
That was a fun wedding.
It was fun.
It was a fun time.
I'd do it again if we could afford it.
Yeah, me too.
It won't cheap.
It wasn't, but it was well worth it.
That's fun.
But I'm sure we'll podcast again real soon. And in the immortal words of the great Keanu Reeves, life is good when you have a good sandwich.
Bye. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to turn the fan on higher.
Good
I was getting
grief.
hot. I was getting so hot. I feel better now.
Flying
I'll turn it. We have a fan with a little automatic thing. So I had to turn it up to high during that. I got so hot. I'm going to take all that hormone stuff and look into it. How many people are there?
Well, talk to him.
Well, I've got to I've got to do the recap.
I got to upload this to stop talking.
You always do this part.
God, did you hear that? When I said that, something vibrated. I'll do this part. All right, guys. What about Jessica? Chopped liver? What about my hair? I don't have any makeup. Thanks, Mel. Andrea, I don't know what that means. She said, I don't know what that means.
What?
She said, stay away from the sugar-free candy.
Oh, you do know what that means.
Yeah, really. Gotta upload this to stop talking. Stop talking got a dog. You see that thing? It's big. Robert's dog. Did you ask him about it?
I didn't today. No, I haven't talked to him. I'll ask him tomorrow.
You didn't talk to him today?
No, because everything's done by a text message, and he just texts JC for the most part. And then he left before I could talk to him today.
Why don't you talk to him about what kind of dog he got?
I will.
Okay. Mel said, sugar-free equals toots all night. All right, guys. Sam, I am. I don't know, Sam. I don't know if I'm down with this. I don't know. Oh. David said that I'm not really looking for cans, David, but that what you're saying makes sense. But I when we found them, you're right. We've found them in bottles, but usually Kelly gets the cans.
Yeah, like the 12 packs, and you can't find them anywhere.
Well, he's saying there's a can shortage. Maybe it's an aluminum shortage or something.
But there are plenty of everything else.
No, he said even Pepsi is producing just the main flavors.
Okay, but I mean, like I was at Kroger, and I bought Allen 4. They had their 12 packs of cans, 3 for $11. And you had to buy 4 to get the deal. It was like 4 for $11 or something. And I had to get Allen 4. I had got you 4 12 packs of Diet A&W root beer. But maybe that is a problem, but
That's a lot of root beer. Michael, Kara, thanks for the unsung heroes of the podcast. Moderating the chat room, keeping things squeaky clean, keeping the lewd comments out. Oh, Zoe, come here. Good girl, come here. Come up here. So Daddy was sleeping. So what are you doing, man? I was sleeping. Now you're gonna parade me on this thing? There she is. There's the Zonut. She's so good. Look at her. You're sweet. You're a sweet face. She's a haircut. And Larry does. I don't know where's Larry.
I don't know.
You're a sweet girl. You know it's a good podcast when Mel says shitter. She typed shitter. God. Larry, she did. She did. Where's Larry? Such a good girl. I do this bit. I don't know if she'll do it, where I sniff her like a dog on her face, and then she freezes because she thinks I'm a dog, I guess. See how she does that? She just lays out and lets me sniff her. She's a crazy owner. XX Lil Matt 928XX. They're not really. I would call it in love, but they are. Well, Zoe tries to play with Larry. He's out on that. He is so out on that. He kind of barks at her and gives her the business. She's trying, but she's not getting much love back. Got a little beard face. Look at that. Little sweet face. All right, guys. I would show you Larry, but I have no idea where he is. He must be in the other room. XX Lil Matt 928XX.
Kelly's clapbacks or Kelly claps back?
Kelly claps back. I mean, it could be either, but I think it's Kelly claps back. Ugh. All right, guys, I got to run. I got to do this upload and start getting ready for bed, I guess. Thanks for all the anniversary wishes. We'll see you in a week, I guess, right, bud?
Yes.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great 4th.